Bonjour, welcome to French 1. I am Madame Rumley. It is Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It is week 27, April 5th, and today's lesson is very exciting. We're learning the past tense, le passé composé. Le programme pour aujourd'hui est prière, écriture, cultural corner, which is les expressions idiomatiques, leçon 22, et devoir. Let's begin with some prayer. Father, thank you so much for today. Just invite you into this class. Help each student to be blessed and focused in all the things going on in their lives, that you would bless them and give them grace for it and wisdom. I just ask for freedom from tech difficulties today, and that the lessons and communication goes really smoothly. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, l'écriture pour aujourd'hui. Nous continuons avec le prière du Seigneur avec Matthieu 6, 13. Ne nous enduis pas en tentation, mais délivre-nous du malin. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And then we have three more. So, nous n'enduis pas, nous ne nous enduis pas. We or us. Yes, Hannah, we will. And then Lee enduit. Sorry. My child's screaming in the background. She's hurting, and that was distracting me for a second. Okay, we're fine. All right, so we have enduit, nous, that lead us, and then ne pas is not. So lead us not. En tentation, in temptation, or towards temptation, but deliver us from the bad or evil. Okay, so tout le monde lève les mains. Tout le monde lève les mains. Yeah, hold on. My chat is freezing. Okay. Ne nous enduis pas en tentation, mais délivre-nous du malin. Matthieu 6, 13. All right, Danielle, you're up first. Mm-hmm. Sounds good, Danielle. All right, Sarah. Enduit. Really good. Good job, Sarah. Hey guys, just so you know, my chat seems to not be working at the moment, so I can't type back in response. All right, good job, Danielle. Good job, Sarah. And Alyssa, you're up. Treize. Good. Can you repeat tentation? Making sure you move your mouth a lot when you speak. Tentation. Excellent. Good job. All right, Elaine, you're up. Yes. Good. Can you repeat the en tentation? Very good. Good. All right, Abigail. Sure, Annie. Ne nous enduis pas en tentation, mais délivre-nous du malin. Matthieu 6, 13. You're welcome, Annie. Go ahead, Abby, whenever you're ready. Abigail. Oh, okay. Okay. Morgan, your turn. Hi, guys. That sounded great. Good job. All right, Karis, your turn. Audio setup. Yeah, for those of you who just came in, my chat doesn't seem to be working. It's kind of frozen, so um, I can't seem to type in there. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. All right, Victoria, how about we do you and while Karis is doing audio setup? Go for it. Mm-hmm. Good job, Victoria. Very good. All right, Karis, you're up. And actually, Danielle and Rachel, the accent goes the other way. It's accent clave. Mm-hmm. That's a good guess, though, Rachel. Good guess. Okay, okay. Well, the audio setup should be fine. Make sure you've pressed the talk button. Yes. Sure. Ne nous enduis pas en tentation, mais délivre-nous du malin. Matthieu 6, 13. Good. Let's do that first line one more time. Just slowly and carefully. Ne nous enduis pas. Can you try that again? Good. Good. Sounded much clearer the second time around. Good job. All right, Isabel, your turn. Yes. Enduit. Good. The last word is malin. Can you repeat malin? You said malin. It's malin. Good. Much better. All right, Rachel, you're up. Mm-hmm. Very good, Rachel, and excellent liaison. And Hannah, the answer to your question is yes. All right, you're up, Hannah. Hannah Hansen. Oh, where'd you go? Okay. Rebecca, you're up. Yes. Excellent. Hannah, you're up. Mm-hmm. Good. That last word again is malin. Very good. Very good. And then last but not least, Annie. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. You guys sound excellent. Très bien. It'll be so fun for you to be able to say the whole Lord's Prayer as soon as we're done with all of these. I encourage you to memorize them, even though I'm not testing you on it. And the best way to memorize it is to do just a little bit every week, uh, as if there was a test. All right. Um, yes, de livre nu always has a dash because it is the inverted form of the uh, sentence structure. Yeah, cool. All right. Today's Cultural Corner is about idiomatic phrases. Do you guys know what idiomatic phrases or idioms are? Can you tell me? What are they? What are idioms? Phrases that aren't literal. Yes. Idioms or idiomatic expressions. Every language has them. They're things yeah, they're not literal. We don't mean what we're literally saying. They're expressions that, like it's raining cats and dogs. People don't really say that much anymore, but we're not literally saying cats and dogs are falling from clouds in the sky. It's just an expression that means it's raining really hard. And every language has their versions, and it always creates a lot of hilarity and confusion when trying to translate idiomatic phrases between two languages. Knock it off. Yeah. Kick the bucket. The frogs are singing. I've never heard that one. That sounds like somewhere where there are frogs, not where I live. Um, my phone is killing me. Yeah, that's more of a hyperbole. Like it's an exaggeration. But yes, every language has their weird phrases. And the French, of course, have most of them, so many of them have to do with food, which shouldn't come as a surprise by now because the French are very, very concerned with food. So here's a list. I got it from a site online that is a list of idiomatic expressions that have to do with food, particularly. Um, there are many more than these, and it's not hard to find a list of idiomatic expressions with food in French because it's kind of the way they think. So first we have raconter les salades. Raconter les salades, to recount or tell salads, and it's kind of what we would say telling tall tales. Um, and And I think the idea behind this is that you're giving people a mix. A salad is a mix of different vegetables and things that, uh, if you're telling a tall tale, you're telling like maybe bits of truth, bits of lie, lots of fantastic bits here and there, kind of thing. So it's kind of a, yeah. Um, like you're giving them a mixed bag of things. Next, we have occupe-toi de tes oignons. Look, it literally means look after or occupy yourself with your own onions, which means mind your own business. Kind of like we say mind your own beeswax. Like, why beeswax? There's kind of no reason for it. In French, it's onions, which makes sense in some ways because the French grow a lot of onions and cook with a lot of them, so why not? Mind your own biscuits, yeah. Yeah. I think it's safe to say every language probably has some version of that. Onions, why not? Exactly. J'ai la pêche. I have a peach, as in the fruit, and it means excited. I'm excited. The list online tells us that different generations, like older people, will say j'ai le banane. I have a banana instead of a peach. You could really kind of use any food actually, but the banana is the idea that it makes the shape of a smile. It means I'm excited. There's actually no way of saying in French I'm excited. There's no verb excited or anything like that, or not quite. So this is the expression to use if you're trying to say like, oh, I'm really excited for this thing. I have a peach. Okay. C'est du gâteau. It's cake. Is kind of the way we say easy as pie, which is kind of a sarcastic, ironic kind of phrase because neither pie nor cake is easy to make. So it's something you say when you go through something arduous and you're like, oh, it's no big deal, but it actually really, really was. C'est du gâteau. Um, I mean, like cake from scratch. It's easy to eat, yes. All right, another one is vouloir le beurre et l'argent du beurre. To want the butter and the money from the butter. Essentially, like to want to keep the butter and also keep the money that you would have if you sold the butter. And that's the expression, basically like have your cake and eat it too. You can't have, it's the expression used when you're saying like you can't have both ways. You either get one or the other. Which, by the way, yeah, it's the exact same kind of thing. That phrase is always weird to me, but anyways. All right. Ça ne mange pas de pain literally means it doesn't eat bread. And it means it couldn't hurt. I love this one because it's kind of like the phrase like, okay, like, what were the examples in the article? It's not like it would be beneficial. It's just like, yeah, it couldn't hurt to try that. Oh, if your arm's been hurting for a few days, might as well go to the doctor. It couldn't hurt. Ça ne mange pas de pain. It's not going to eat bread. I love this one though because it's like saying it's not going to cost me, and the most basic cost a French person can think of is bread. It's not gonna eat bread. It's not gonna eat our basic food staple. It's not gonna cost us a lot, so might as well try it. Couldn't hurt. And then finally we have au purée, which means mashed potatoes, and it's the same kind of idea as like exchanging a swear word for something really silly, like we say peanuts, like or nuts or rats or something. They would say mashed potatoes or fiddlesticks. Yes, exactly. So there are many more, but those are some of them, and they're very Frenchy because they're about food. Yeah. I'm using French phrases now, but translating it to real translation. Yeah. That would be funny in English. Oh, mashed potatoes. Okay. Leçon 22, vive le weekend. So we're just chugging through on with Unité 7, and we're going to move into, really excited about teaching you the passé composé, the past tense. But first, a dialogue. What do you guys saying here? I don't know anyone else who says, oh man. I say it. I say, dang it. I just use the word that sounds like the word but isn't. Oh, yeah. All right. Anyways, dialogue. Let's move into dialogue. We're on page 318. You can open up your textbook, but when I took a screenshot for our slide here, to include the pictures, it included the sentences as well. So if you can read it on the page here, good for you. You should have your textbook out though. So here we have two sentences. One, this column is for this weekend, le weekend, and then the next column is for last weekend, le weekend dernier. So we're looking at two sentences in the present and then the past tense, present, past, present, past, present, past. Same kind of thing to help us get ready for the past tense. So, tout le monde lève les mains. Everyone raise your hands. Oh, my chat might be working now. Yes, it is. Woohoo! Okay. I don't know why it froze on me before. All right, so Rachel, can you come on and do... I'm going to have you do it like this, like read two sentences, the two related sentences, like that. Okay? So Rachel, read this sentence and then this one. Alyssa, you'll read this one and then this one. Hannah, this one, then this one. Elaine, this one, then this one. Got it? Okay, so Rachel, you're up. Yeah. Really good. One little tiny thing, when there's an accent on that last E, we actually do pronounce it. So it's j'ai acheté. Very good. Good. All right, Alyssa, you're up. Good. Let's do that verb again really slowly. Tu aimes réparer. So make sure you're smiling for each E. Réparer ton vélo. Tu as réparé ton vélo. Can you do the whole thing again? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Can you just do both sentences again? Very good. Excellent. So you can see here that the infinitive form, réparer, and then I'm going to teach you what this is called, but this form here, which is called a past participle, they actually sound the exact same. Réparer, réparer, even though they function differently. Good job. All right, Hannah, you're up. Third one. Sure. Très bien. Good job, Hannah. Okay, and Elaine? Mm-hmm. Good. So your verbs organiser sound the exact same, actually. I know that there's an R at the end of this infinitive one, but they still actually sound the same. So, nous aimons organiser tes booms. Nous avons organisé une boom. Can you say both sentences again? Très bien. Very good. It's like so tempting. You are not the only one. Everyone does this at one point or another. It's so tempting to um, make a sound difference because you see a spelling difference with the R there or whatever. So, good job, guys. All right. J'aime acheter des vêtements. I like to buy clothes. J'ai acheté des vêtements. I bought some clothes. Tu aimes réparer ton vélo. You like to fix your bike. Present tense happening right now. Tu as réparé ton vélo. You fixed your bike. Monsieur Lambert aime travailler dans le jardin. Monsieur Lambert likes to work in the garden. Il a travaillé dans le jardin. He worked in the garden. Nous aimons organiser des booms. We like to organize parties. Nous avons organisé une boom. We organized a party. All right. Next. All right. Grammaire. First, we're going to do some expressions avec avoir. Many expressions in French use avoir, to have. We talked about this a dozen times already. In English, these expressions use to be, so you have to be careful. It's probably safe for you to kind of expect most French ways of saying things is that they have things rather than they are things. In English, we are all these things. In French, we have them. Avoir chaud, to feel warm, to be warm. Avoir froid, to be cold. Avoir faim, we've seen this one already, to be hungry. Avoir soif, to be thirsty. Avoir raison, to be right. Avoir tort, to be wrong. Avoir de la chance, to be lucky. Okay, so we're going to do these exercises audio, so make sure you have your textbook open so you can refer to these. I want you to translate these sentences. We are correct. You, singular use, that'd be tu, are lucky today. Do the best that you can. If you need to kind of write it out first for a minute to know what you're going to say, go ahead. I'll give you a second to prepare. And then I will call on you to answer audio. Rebecca, are you ready? Like a perpetually itchy nose today. All right, give it a try. Might as well. We are correct. Yes. Très bien. Nous avons raison. Danielle. Okay, so just take refer to this chart. It's in the textbook, page 320. You're going to conjugate avoir to match the subject, and then you add whichever expression fits. So, très bien. Vari, you, singular you, are lucky today. Okay, so that was a good question. So we don't use être as in like nous sommes, and that's exactly what this is practicing. We are in English we would say we are, but in French we do not say we are. We say we have these things. Okay, Fari, should I come back to you? Make sure you guys keep raising your hands. Okay, Sarah. J'ai, tu as, il, elle, on, nous avons, vous avez, il, elles sont, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Very good. Tu as de la chance. And then what's today? Do you remember? Anyone in the chat? What is today? Very good. Très bien. Good. So why learn être, like when would one use it? Annie asks, good question. We still use être all the time. I am a student, I am a teacher, I am whatever, but it's just, these are just certain ways of, certain expressions, certain ways of saying things, where in English we would use être, or we would use to be, but in French we use avoir. But we still use the verb être all the time, just in different contexts. Je suis bien. Like, how are you doing? Je suis bien, je suis bon, je suis... doesn't sound right. It would be more like ça va. Yeah. So we are funny would use être where we're hungry would be avoir. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little something. My nose is itchy. I don't know if there's something in here that I'm like reacting to. All right. Sarah, you just went, right? Okay, so Isabel, your turn. I am warm. I wear a t-shirt. So to say I am warm, this is one of those times when we use avoir, and it's chaud. Chaud. We don't say je suis chaud. We'd say use avoir. Does anyone remember in the chat what how do we say we wear something? What's that verb? Yes. Very good, Isabel. Except you made the classic mistake, and I'm actually really glad you made it. You said je suis chaud, but in French we say j'ai chaud. I have warmth. J'ai chaud, and then je porte un t-shirt. And to kind of scare you into not making that mistake, to say je suis chaud has a very different meaning that you do not want to say in public. A very inappropriate meaning. So make sure you never say je suis chaud. No, you don't need to be sorry. I just want to that's what learning is all about. I just want to make sure we never make that mistake again, because that could be an embarrassing situation. So j'ai chaud, I have warmth. But you know what? If you did make that mistake, I'm sure it happens a lot, because we think I am this, but the French think I have it. And so I'm sure a lot of English people make that mistake. Okay, good job. Sounded good too. Rachel, you're up. I am thirsty. I am thirsty. I would like a juice, please. Very good. It sounded like you said je soif. How do you say it with I have thirst? Very good. J'ai soif. And then you're totally right. And je voudrais un jus, s'il vous plaît. Very good. Look at you guys communicating in French. All right. Number 5, you, formal you. Danielle, you're up. As vous are cold. And then here is a sweater. Go ahead. Yes. Oh, you can do number 6 if you want. That's okay. Rachel kind of wrote it out for you. Yeah, except she wrote it in the positive, that he did pass the test. Can you make that into a negative? Examen. Good. Here, I'll write it all out for you. There's actually an A in there as well. So, il ne réussit, I-S-I-S-I-T, pas à un examen. So you can read the sentence I just wrote. You're correct with the il a tort. Very good. Good. Pronounce it very carefully, each part. So we have il ne réussit pas à un examen. So go ahead and say it again, and no rush. You can just take your time and say each part carefully. Very good. Examen. Good. Yeah. Good job, Daniel. Très bien. Way to work through it together too. You did great. Good job. All right, Elaine, you're up. Can you do number 5, or did you prepare for number 7? Okay, go ahead and do number 5 for us then. Wait, I kind of missed it. Can you say it one more time? Good. Very good. Yeah, you said it great. Yeah. Vous avez froid. Very good. You have cold. Here's a sweater. You said voilà, which is kind of, voilà means more like there is. Voici is more here is, but you're not necessarily wrong. You guys are far enough, I can be really like picky with you. Très bien. Très bien, Elaine. And your accent, your pronunciation was good. All right, Alyssa, you're up. Number 7. Numéro 7. We learned. Oh. And it functions. Yeah, yeah, and it functions just the same as il and elle. Yeah. Close. I mean, that would make sense, but we actually have like a specific expression that means in summer, and that's en été. The en été. Yeah. So let's do that slowly. Il, and then n'a pas, or sorry, not il, sorry. On n'a pas froid en été. It's très bien. Good job. Any questions about any of these, you guys? And pendant is during. Yeah, and you wouldn't be necessarily wrong to say pendant l'été, the summer. But there is that kind of expression that just means in summer, en été. Yeah. All right. And here's the answers. All right, we're on page 320 in the textbook now. We're going to practice more of these expressions. Tort ou raison, wrong or right. Informez-vous Sur les personnes suivantes, et dites si, à votre avis, elles ont tort ou raison. Decide for yourselves whether the following people are wrong or right. So if you look at the example, it says, Les élèves ne font pas leurs devoirs. The students do not do their homework. So we would say, ils ont tort. They're wrong. Or, like incorrect. It's just kind of a silly excuse to use tort et raison. And then, tu écoutes le prof. You listen to the teacher. So tu as raison. You are correct. They're like, that's good. Okay? So Rebecca, numéro 1, Sarah, numéro 2, Hannah, numéro 3, Rachel, numéro 4, Isabelle, numéro 5. Basically, just decide whether the following people avoir tort or avoir raison. Make sure you conjugate your avoir. Oops, yeah, permissions would be helpful. There you go. Yes, généreuse is generous. Numéro 1. Catherine est généreuse avec ses copines. Catherine is generous with her friends. Elle raison is the correct choice. That is right that she does that. However, we want to say that the proper way we say it in French is that she has it. Very good. Elle a raison. I know it's weird. It's like you learned it. It's very simple, but when it comes to practically using it, you have to kind of reteach your brain a little bit. Numéro 2. Nous aidons nos parents. Nous avons raison. Good. Tu fais tes devoirs. Tu as raison. Vous êtes très impatient avec vos amis. Vous avez tort. Mes copains étudient le français. Oh. Yes, that is the translation. Would you say, though, the exercise here is, oopsies, practicing whether the expressions avoir tort and avoir raison? Would you say, number 5, that your friends are doing something right or wrong? I don't see anyone responding. So the answer would be mes copains, ils ont raison. They're doing the right thing by studying. Okay, good job, you guys. Let's move on. We'll just spend a few seconds doing whiteboard here. This is just a silly excuse to use the whiteboard. Choose 2 expressions avec avoir that fit you best right now. Write in complete sentences. Go ahead, everyone. I'm sure everyone will say j'ai faim. Je n'ai pas froid. J'ai chaud. J'ai faim. Je n'ai pas soif. J'ai très faim. Yes, you would. That's exactly how you'd say it. Good job. J'ai faim. J'ai de la chance. You're lucky. J'ai tort. I'm wrong. Aw. J'ai faim. J'ai soif. J'ai faim. J'ai froid. J'ai faim. J'ai faim et j'ai froid aussi. A lot of you have emailed me about storms, big storms happening where you live. So I hope you all stay safe and warm and dry and with undamaged houses and stuff. All right, we'll have our break in just a second. J'ai très faim. J'ai de la chance. J'ai le café. Le café, I have a coffee. Nice. J'ai soif et très faim. J'ai soif, j'ai froid. Yeah. All right, you guys, you can keep writing if you want. We're going to go on our 5-minute break, and then we will come back and continuer. Nice. Not one of the expressions, but sure. All right. So was one person with the pomme de terre. See you in 5.